Got it. And we are live streaming on Facebook.
Yay. Hello and welcome to Consciousness Hacks, episode 9. We have such a good topic today. And we were reading our list of topics and that one hit me. So good.
It hit us both so good.
Yeah, really. Oh, that's the one. So we can tell, and that's a whole nother topic we can talk to about how to know when that is the one.
Mm-hmm.
But there's all this conversation around letting go, right? We need to let go. We need to drop into our feminine, like all these things. But letting go does not mean letting go of your desire, but letting go of the 3D world. Your circumstances.
So yummy.
Your current circumstances.
Yeah. This is big. This is one that I can speak from my experience that used to actually, when you hear, like when you have a desire, when you say, you know what, I would like to have that. And then someone says, well, you gotta let it go. If you love something, let it fly away. If it comes back, it's meant to be. And you're like, no, I want that shit. I don't want to let it go. I don't know about you, but I used to get so annoyed with that. Well, you gotta let go. You gotta let go. And I know a lot of people would get upset and annoyed by that. And it's because I didn't understand at the time what that actually meant. So I think even today, there are plenty of people walking around, and even though they're saying, well, you got to surrender, you got to trust, you got to let go. No one really know what that means because they don't even know what the hell they're being asked to let go of.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I always thought that it was like, let go of that actual desire. But yeah, and I always bumped up against that, like, but I want it, like, let go of it. Like, what do you mean? You know, but like, how do I create it if I don't like give it love, you know, and like attention? So yeah, it's that process of holding that focus on what you want, but knowing it's already done. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's the spinning and the circumstances of the current and the figuring out that is not you letting go.
Yeah. Yeah. What I noticed with that, the only reason you're attached, the attachment comes, first of all, I want it, but I can't let it go. I want it. Again, you don't let go of the desire for that because it's implanted in you because it requires to be fulfilled. Otherwise, you would not have that desire. It's universal principle, law of supply and demand. If the desire is there, the way to fulfill it is there. Its fulfillment is already available. But because we don't believe that it is, we go, oh, how's it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Like, what's it going to take? What do I have to do? And we get busy doing. If you have the desire, you can trust, know, and believe and hold that it is done. And you know that just because you have it, that is here. Because you wouldn't have the desire if it wasn't already in your sphere, in your energy. Like you would not have the awareness if it wasn't already available for you, if you couldn't access it. Like that's the first thing that you can get. Like, oh, I have this desire. That must mean it's here. That's why it's in my awareness. Then it's easy to let go of the attachment to when is it, because what people are really attached to is not even the desire itself. It's like the when is it going to happen? Can I really have it? It's a lot of stories that we create around it. Am I worthy of it? Is it safe to have this? What are people going to think? That's what you need to let go of.
That's what immediately takes you out of the energy of the having of it. Like you're literally walking yourself into not having it by focusing on how is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? Where is it going to happen? Who's it going to happen with? Like, and it's a constant process within yourself of letting those things go as they come up and refocusing. But it's already done. If it's already done, would you be then asking those questions? No, because you can't ask those questions of something that's already complete. And that is where you enact your faith and trust in something you cannot see, but you know it's real because you can feel it. When you first got the desire, you felt what it fucking felt like because it hit you like a ton of fucking bricks. Like, boom, wouldn't that be fucking cool? Hell yeah, because it is cool because it's done.
Yeah.
So you know what it feels like, and you know what the pull to go down the track of, let me go Google how to make it happen versus allowing the desire to pull you.
Yeah.
And you can't, and you have to let go of those things in order to be pulled by the intuition.
Yeah. Oh my God. It may require that you go on Google, right? So this is where things like, well, just sit and trust and allow. And you think like, I don't do anything. It's not that you don't do anything. And again, you've heard it said before, you take the aligned action. How do you know it's the aligned action? Well, you don't. You don't. But you get to this, you get to go, oh, I wonder. Because again, if you dissolve all the stories of the how, is it possible? Can I? Will I? Well, I don't know. All that, once you dissolve all that, you just sit in the presence of, yeah, what would it be like? Or like, yeah, this is here. I know it's here. I know it's here. I trust that it's here because it's been ignited within me. So it must be here. When you sit in that, you'll be like, oh, I should go and Google. Or, oh, I should go take a walk. Right? But then the other thing that people need to watch out for is like you go, but maybe I don't need to go on Google. Maybe that's a distraction. I don't feel like going for a walk.
Yeah, you talk yourself out of the intuitive hit because it seems like it makes no sense, right? Mm-hmm. Or it seems like it makes too much sense. Like, go Google it. Like, everyone fucking Googles everything. Why would that be the solution? Like, it's got to be different. It's got to be, we just judge what comes up so hard that we can't stay in the way, which is you. You are the path.
Yeah.
And you are going to be shown that when you allow yourself, like you said, to be present with the desire, not let go of the desire, presence with it, enjoy it. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's so much shame around, at least in this country. I don't know, maybe it's worldwide, but our humanity.
No, it's a societal thing.
Yeah. Like, where there's so much shame around like living in a dream, right? That nobody else can see it, but you're like, it's all a fucking dream. I mean, let's be serious. So you're choosing that one specific dream, but if you go blabbing about that, like, I'm a multimillionaire, like, to your neighbor, they're going to be like, show me your bank account. And they're going to be like, well, it's not there yet. Well, then you're not. And it's like, yeah, you gotta stay focused on the knowing that it's there. It takes a whole nother level of consciousness to believe something that you can't see yet. And live in the knowing that it's there.
Yeah, I want to go back to what you said with, like, to emphasize the be present. Here's one of your hacks.
Yeah.
We drop many, so pay attention. The one that needs to land, we will emphasize them even more. Be present with the desire. And I call that, actually, let's take it up a notch. Unconditional presence with the desire. That means if somebody says that's too crazy, you must stand. You must stand in the presence of the desire, because they can think it's crazy. They can think it's foolish, because guess what? It's not their desire. It's not their desire. So they don't have to be in alignment and agreement with you. They don't have to co-sign your fucking vision. It's yours. It's your desire. It's yours. Yeah. No one else needs to get on board with it but you. So you are the one who must hold it sacred with unconditional presence, no matter what other people say, no matter what your circumstances says, no matter what even your corrupted psyche says.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, your shadow's gonna pop up every which fucking way and tell you can't have that thing. Yeah, and you're not worthy, and how is it gonna happen? Like, that's all like shit you know is gonna happen, right? But so many people get carried away with that, and they don't stay in this unconditional presence. I love that phrase, by the way. Unconditional presence with your desire. And so much of that is like, and something I had come up against was like, but then how do I like live my life? And it's like, well, how would you be if you're in unconditional presence with your desire? Then you believe it's real. How would you feel? How do you interact with people? How do you show up? You don't need to go list it out and think about this. It's like, no, in the presence, how then do I show up in this moment? Am I excited as fuck about making 3 different meals for 3 different kids with whatever? Probably, because I don't give a fuck. Or am I annoyed that I have to like set up something, you know, on via Google? You know what I mean? Like, no, because it's already here and it's already present, and you're feeling fucking amazing is the truth.
Yeah. And this is a hack that we've shared before. Like, how do I go about living my life? You decide. You just go live your life. But again, don't get caught up in the how, because then the how is wanting to be in the minutia of like, wow, if I do this, and well, don't. It's coming back to who. If the desire is to be a multimillionaire, if the desire is to be a best-selling author, whatever it is, the job is never to figure out how. It's to hold it with unconditional presence, know that it is done, know that it's been sparked and ignited within you. So that must means it is possible. Okay? Because if it was not, it would not have been ignited within you. And then you're like, well, now that I know that this is possible because this landed in my field, so it must be present. So I must be present with it. So who am I? Who am I as that person? We come back to the who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I as the person who has this desire fulfilled? What's my energy like? What are the choices am I making? How am I speaking to myself? How am I speaking about myself? How am I speaking to other people? That's the work, and that's how you hold this with unconditional presence.
Yeah, and it's noticing when you get pulled, right? Like I'm being pulled into the how right now. Oh wait, it's like it's almost just a remembering. Like, oh wait, in unconditional presence with my desire, it's already here. So yeah, who am I? Like, how am I? What am I being right now? Who am I being?
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun to play in that too, because you always have a choice, because you're actually, what you're doing is curating the experience that you want to have. And then in that knowing, eventually you'll see it in the physical, but you always are going to feel it first, right? Nobody went on to win the fucking Super Bowl without seeing themselves win the fucking Super Bowl. first. They all saw it happening, felt it in their bones. Same with the best-selling author. It might not have been this consciousness work, but it's the same principle. To cultivate success, you be success first. You don't get success and then you become success. That's why all the fucking lottery winners blow all their money and end up back where they are 5 years later.
Yeah. You know, you give the analogy of the Super Bowl, but someone that reminds me or brings up Michael Phelps. Right? Like that was like part of his training, like seeing himself. So it's not just seen, but it was like that focus on intention, that unconditional presence. Like nothing else matter. I am in that pool and then I am getting these, what are they, rewards? Medals.
Yeah.
Like that's not my desire. So I don't even know what you get when you win.
Right.
Right. But
Yeah.
like, can you imagine like if you would take advice from someone like me? Be like, are you sure you can win these gold medals? That's a lot of medals. Well, how do you know these other swimmers, they're not better than you? And how do you know that? No. Like he was focused. Yeah. So it's like focus on the desire, hold it unconditionally within your being, within your space, no matter what, and see yourself as that person. Decide, this is who I am now. Yeah. And this is how you actually, this is the how you let go actually. You decide, I am this person now. And then it dissolves all the stories, because that also takes away, this is something else, like we can get the neediness of it.
Right.
Do you have a need for something you have? Oh.
No. Never. And it feels so good. And like, I think that's the biggest hack is just like knowing that you are it now. You are that person now. So then you know that anything that comes up around the how or the figuring out or the I must have is all smoke and mirrors. Like it's all just illusion. Like that's the shit you get to let go of. Not the creation of something new. Like that is for you.
Yeah.
Like so hard. Not even for you. It's like literally meant to be birthed out of your soul. It's what it wants.
Yeah.
And therefore you are meant to be that person that births it.
Right. Otherwise it would have landed in somebody else's field. And even if it did, because obviously there are plenty of people doing the same damn thing, but there is a unique frequency that you bring, that thing that looks like it's the thing that everybody else is doing, but it requires your unique frequency in it to give it the whatever that it needs.
Special
and that
flavor.
Another soul can be like, yes, give me some of that. And when you are being that, the how really becomes automatic because you are moving, operating as that person. So it doesn't even seem like a how, because this is who I am. This is how I act. This is how I behave. These are the choices that I make. Because the how comes from within, really. Once you embody that, you're shown the way. You become the way.
You are shown the way. So seriously, every time you ask yourself how, you know you need to let go. Like every time you say, but how? And know that once you get that desire, like once you see it physically manifested in your life, there's going to be another one. There's no end until you're dead.
Yeah.
At least in this lifetime, in this physical body.
Yeah. And I guess we're ending now, though.
Land the plane. This one I feel like was short and sweet because your desire is real. It is what you are here for. Like for reals. To continuously manifest your desires, not the same old shit. Because you may be manifesting the same old shit over and over again. So it's
You
like,
likely are if you're dissatisfied.
right. Yeah. So that's your cue, right? Are you dissatisfied? You're not focusing on being that person who has the thing. Who is being that person. And maybe that person you want to be is the one that just always manifests the things they want. Perfect. Go be that person.
Yep. Choose to be that
Of the
person.
rest.
Yep. So your hack is to be not only intentional, but hold your desires with unconditional presence. Choose to be the person that has and creates it.
Right now. An awesome weekend.
Bye.